Close your eyes now and let the room around you begin to soften. The walls dissolve like mist touched by morning sun. The floor beneath you melts into something warm and yielding, like sand at low tide or the first breath of evening air. You are the architect of this dream, so choose the light. Is it golden and slow, dripping like honey from the edges of the sky, or silver and quiet, a shimmer that pools at your feet, like moonlight on still water? The air here is thick with possibility. It hums at 2 hertz, a deep pulse that vibrates through your bones, not heard but felt, like the slow turn of a planet, or the steady rise and fall of your own breath. Now let the ground beneath you shift. It lifts gently, not enough to startle, just enough to remind you that you are weightless here. That gravity is only a suggestion, and you may move in any direction the light takes you. The river is calling, not in words, but in the way the air trembles, in the way the light bends around you, like a current pulling you forward, not with force, but with invitation. Step closer. The water is not water at all. It is liquid crystal, a river that flows sideways, not down, but through, weaving between islands that hover in the air. These islands are not made of stone. They are soft moss and quartz that catches the light, and threads of silver that glow faintly, like veins of starlight. They drift, anchored by nothing but the current itself. The water moves, but it does not rush. It slides like silk over skin, and when it touches you, it does not wet. It warms. Look down at your hands. They are not the same here. The skin shimmers, not with glitter, but with light, like the river has already begun to flow through you. The islands drift closer. One of them is near enough to touch. Reach out. Your fingers brush the moss. It is softer than velvet and cooler than evening dew. It sighs beneath your touch. The quartz hums, a low note, not a sound you hear with your ears, but with your ribs, with the space behind your eyes. It vibrates in time with the river, with the slow pulse of this world. Lie down on the island. The moss cradles you. It molds to your shape, not like a bed, but like the memory of one, like the way a dream remembers comfort. Above you, the sky is not sky. It is a vast expanse of shifting light. Prisms dance where clouds should be. They bend the colors of the river and cast them across your skin like slow fire, like liquid gold. Your breath slows. It matches the rhythm of the river. In, out. Each inhale draws the light deeper. Each exhale lets it spread, like ripples in water. The current moves through you now, not as a force, but as a guide. It carries your thoughts, not away, but deeper into the stillness. You are no longer standing, no longer lying. You are floating, buoyed by the air itself. The island drifts beneath you, but you do not fall. You rise. The river widens. It spills into a vast basin, not of water, but of light, a sea of gold and violet, where islands bob like boats, and the current carries you effortlessly. Your body feels light, not because it weighs less, but because it remembers how to rest. The tension in your shoulders softens, like wax melting in sunlight. The ache in your muscles unravels, like thread pulled from a spool. The light around you deepens. It folds over you, like a blanket of warmth, not from fire, but from the heat of the earth itself, rising through the river, rising through you. You do not need to move. You do not need to think. The current does the work. It carries you forward, not toward anything, but into the heart of the stillness. The river's song changes. It is no longer a drone, but a chorus of soft notes, like wind chimes in a gentle breeze, like the hum of a seashell pressed to your ear. It wraps around your thoughts and tucks them safely away. Your mind is a quiet pool now, not empty, but still, like water undisturbed, reflecting only the light, only the warmth, only the peace. The islands grow fewer. The river narrows, but it does not rush. It flows deeper into a cavern of golden mist where the light is thicker and the air is sweeter. You are almost there, not to a place, but to a state where the weight of the world dissolves, where the river carries everything, and you carry nothing but the warmth of the light. The current slows. It pools around you, not to stop you, but to hold you, like the arms of the earth itself, cradling you gently as you drift. Your breath is slow now. Each inhale is a wave. Each exhale is a sigh. The light fills your lungs and spills from your lips like liquid honey, sweet and slow. The river fades, not away, but into you. It flows through your veins, through your bones, through the quiet spaces between your thoughts. And you are the river now. You are the light. You are the warmth. You are the stillness. The world outside is a distant memory, a dream half remembered. And this is where you belong. Let go now, not with effort, but with ease, like a leaf falling from a tree, like a breath released. The river carries you deeper, and you carry nothing. Close your eyes, if you haven't already, and let the resonance wrap softly around you like a blanket of liquid light. The anchor hums just beneath hearing, a steady pulse that doesn't demand attention, but simply exists, like the quiet rhythm of a distant heart. With every breath you take, the air here feels different, thicker, almost, as if the space between your lips and your lungs is filled with something far gentler than ordinary air. This is the river that flows sideways, though you may not yet see it. The ground beneath you isn't ground at all, but a floating island of moss so deep it cushions your body like a cloud made of emerald velvet. Notice how the moss gives slightly with each breath, rising and falling in perfect time with your chest. The air carries a faint scent, something like crushed quartz and warm rain, the kind of smell that lingers just at the edge of memory. Above you, the sky isn't blue, but a shifting mosaic of light, as if the atmosphere itself is made of translucent, overlapping panes of glass. And though the island floats, there's no sense of height, no vertigo, only the quiet certainty that you are exactly where you need to be. The resonance pulses again, just once, like a finger tracing the edge of a crystal glass, sending vibrations through the air that ripple across your skin. Now, let your awareness drift downward into the very surface beneath you. The moss isn't just soft, it's alive in the way that ancient forests are alive, each fiber humming with a slow, silent song. If you listen closely, you might hear it, a whisper of sound so subtle it's almost a feeling, like the faintest brush of wind against the back of your neck. With every exhale, the moss seems to sigh in response, rising to meet you, cradling you just a little more deeply. And as it does, the boundary between your body and the world around you begins to soften, like salt dissolving in warm water. Let your breath deepen just slightly, without force, without hurry. Inhale and feel the air filling not just your lungs, but the space around you, as if the island itself breathes with you. Exhale and let the tension in your jaw, your shoulders, your chest melt downward, like wax dripping from a candle. The resonance hums again, this time lower, deeper, a vibration that settles into your bones like a lullaby you've known your whole life. And with each breath, the world around you grows a little quieter, a little softer, a little more yours. Now, let your attention rise slowly upward toward the crown of your head. Feel the weight of your skull, not as a burden, but as a vessel, holding something vast and gentle within it. The skin of your scalp tingles faintly, as if brushed by invisible threads of light, each one carrying a whisper of warmth. Your forehead relaxes, the lines of thought and worry smoothing away like ripples on a pond when the wind stills. And as it does, the space behind your eyes grows wide and open, as if you're looking not at darkness, but at the inside of a vast, quiet night sky. Now let your awareness drift downward to your face. Your cheeks soften, the muscles around your mouth loosening like petals unfurling at dawn. Your lips part slightly, just enough to let the air move in and out without obstruction, like the slow opening of a seashell. Your jaw unclenches, the hinge of it releasing with a soft click, as if a lock has turned without sound. And as it does, the resonance hums again, this time like a distant choir, voices blending into a single, endless note. Now your neck. The muscles here lengthen, as if they've been wound too tightly, and are now remembering how to unwind. The skin of your throat feels cool, almost like the touch of a breeze that carries no chill, only the promise of stillness. Your head rests more fully into the moss now, as if it's being drawn downward, not by gravity, but by the quiet insistence of comfort. And with each breath, the hum of the resonance settles deeper, like a stone sinking into warm sand. Your shoulders now, they drop away from your ears, as if they've been holding onto something light and have now remembered how to let it go. The space between your shoulder blades widens, as if invisible hands are gently pressing outward, creating more room inside you. The weight of your arms feels different now, not heavy, but present, as if they've always belonged exactly where they are. And as they rest, the resonance pulses again, this time like a slow, deep drumbeat, matching the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Now your arms. The skin of your forearms tingles faintly, as if brushed by the edges of 1,000 tiny feathers. Your elbows relax, the joints of them loosening like knots untied by patient fingers. Your wrists soften, as if the bones within them have turned to liquid, flowing effortlessly into the moss beneath. And your hands feel warm, as if they've been cradled in sunlight for hours, the heat seeping into your palms like honey. Your fingers now, they spread slightly, as if they've just remembered how to breathe. The pads of them feel the faintest texture, like the surface of a still pond, smooth and unbroken. Your thumbs relax, the tension in them melting away like frost in sunlight. And as they do, the resonance hums again, this time like the distant sound of wind chimes, each note lingering just a moment too long. Now your chest. It rises and falls with a slow, deep rhythm, like the tide pulling back and returning, effortless and endless. The space behind your sternum feels open, as if a door has been left ajar, letting in the quiet light of the sky above. Your ribs expand slightly with each breath, as if they are making room for something vast and gentle. And as they do, the resonance settles deeper, like a stone sinking into a pool of warm water, sending ripples outward in all directions. Your stomach now, it softens, the muscles of it releasing like a knot unraveling in slow motion. The skin here feels warm, almost as if it's being cradled by the sun itself, the heat seeping inward like a slow, deep sigh. Your breath moves downward into the very center of you, as if your lungs have grown deeper, wider, more patient. And as it does, the resonance hums again, this time like the sound of a distant waterfall, steady and endless. Now your hips, they sink deeper into the moss, as if they are being drawn downward by the quiet pull of the earth. The bones of them feel heavy in the best way, like anchors holding you steady in a gentle current. The skin here tingles faintly, as if brushed by the edges of 1,000 invisible threads, each one carrying a whisper of warmth. And as they relax, the resonance pulses again, this time like the slow, deep beat of a drum, matching the rhythm of your own breath. Your legs now, they lengthen slightly, as if they've been too tightly coiled, and are now remembering how to stretch. The muscles of your thighs soften, like wax melting in sunlight, flowing downward into the moss. Your knees relax, the joints of them loosening like knots untied by patient fingers. And as they do, the resonance hums again, this time like the sound of a distant river, flowing endlessly onward. Now your feet, they feel warm, as if they've been cradled in sunlight for hours, the heat seeping into the soles like honey. The skin here tingles faintly, as if brushed by the edges of 1,000 tiny feathers. Your toes relax, the tension in them melting away like frost in sunlight. And as they do, the resonance pulses again, this time like the slow, deep beat of a heart, steady and endless. The island shifts slightly beneath you, not with motion, but with intention. The moss deepens its embrace, as if it's learning the shape of you, memorizing the weight of your body. And as it does, the air around you grows thicker, warmer, as if the very atmosphere has begun to breathe with you. The resonance hums again, this time like the sound of a distant choir, voices blending into a single, endless note. And with each breath, the world around you grows a little quieter, a little softer, a little more alive. Now, let your awareness drift outward, beyond the edges of your body. The island isn't the only one here. There are others, floating in the distance, each one a unique shape of light and moss and quartz. The river between them doesn't flow downward, but through a current of liquid crystal that catches the light and bends it into prismatic reflections. And as you watch, the reflections dance across your skin, not as light, but as feeling, warm and cool and endless. The resonance hums again, this time like the sound of a distant waterfall, steady and deep, pulling you gently onward. You feel the pull of the river, not as a force, but as an invitation. It calls to you, not with words, but with sensation, a warmth spreading through your chest, a tingling in your fingertips. And as you breathe, the island beneath you begins to drift, not with motion, but with intention, carried by the slow, steady current. The moss beneath you shifts slightly, as if the island itself is stretching, growing, unfolding into something new. And as it does, the resonance pulses again, this time like the slow, deep beat of a drum, matching the rhythm of your own heartbeat. The river carries you now, not toward any destination, but through. The water isn't wet, but alive, a liquid crystal that bends and shifts with your every breath. And as you move, the reflections on its surface dance across your skin, painting you in colors you've never seen, but somehow know. The light here isn't bright, but gentle, like the glow of a lantern held just behind a thin sheet of silk. And the air isn't still, but moving, like the slow, steady breath of the world itself. Now the river widens, and the islands around you grow larger, closer. One of them calls to you, not with sound, but with sensation, a warmth spreading through your chest, a tingling in your fingertips. The island is made of quartz, not like stone, but like light, translucent and glowing from within. And at its center stands a throne, not of wood or metal, but of woven light, threads of gold and silver braided into a seat that seems to float. The resonance hums again, this time like the sound of a distant choir, voices blending into a single, endless note, pulling you gently toward it. You step onto the island, though your feet don't touch the ground. The quartz beneath you isn't hard, but soft, like the surface of a still pond, smooth and unbroken. And as you move, the light shifts around you, bending to your presence, as if the island itself is alive. The throne at its center glows faintly, not with fire, but with a warmth that seeps into your skin like sunlight. And as you approach, the resonance pulses again, this time like the slow, deep beat of a heart, steady and endless. You sit, though you don't remember moving. The throne isn't a chair, but a feeling, a sense of being held, cradled, supported in ways you've never known. The light around you shifts again, bending to your presence, as if the island is learning the shape of your body. And as you settle, the resonance hums again, this time like the sound of a distant waterfall, steady and deep, pulling you gently inward. The air here isn't still, but moving like the slow, steady breath of the world itself, carrying you deeper. Now, let your awareness drift inward into the very center of yourself. The throne beneath you isn't just holding you, it's reflecting you, showing you the shape of your own body in a way you've never seen. Your hands aren't just hands, but constellations of light, interlocking forms, shifting and changing with every breath. Your arms aren't just limbs, but rivers of warmth, flowing effortlessly from your shoulders to your fingertips. And as you watch, the resonance pulses again, this time like the slow, deep beat of a drum, matching the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Your chest now, it isn't just a cage of bone, but a vast, open sky. Your breath moves through it like wind, carrying whispers of light and warmth. Your stomach isn't just a place of hunger, but a well of quiet strength, deep and steady. And your legs aren't just supports, but roots anchoring you to the island, to the river, to the very heart of this world. The resonance hums again, this time like the sound of a distant choir, voices blending into a single, endless note. Now, let your awareness expand outward, beyond the edges of your body. The island around you isn't just quartz and moss, but light, shifting and bending with your every thought. The river isn't just water, but time, flowing not forward or backward, but through, carrying you gently onward. And the sky above isn't just air, but space, vast and open and endless, filled with the quiet hum of the resonance. And as you breathe, the world around you grows a little softer, a little warmer, a little more yours. You are not just sitting on the throne, you are part of it. The light of the island flows through you, bending and shifting with your every breath. The river carries you not toward any destination, but into something deeper, something quieter, something endless. And the resonance hums again, this time like the slow, deep beat of a heart, steady and endless, pulling you gently onward. With every breath, the boundary between you and the world around you softens, like salt dissolving in warm water. Now let your awareness drift upward into the sky above. The light here isn't just color, but feeling, warm and cool and endless. The air isn't just space, but movement, like the slow, steady breath of the world itself. And as you watch, the sky shifts, bending to your presence, as if it too is learning the shape of you. The resonance hums again, this time like the sound of a distant waterfall, steady and deep, pulling you gently inward. You are not just in this world, you are of it. The island beneath you, the river around you, the sky above, all of it flows through you, carrying you gently onward. And as you breathe, the resonance pulses again, this time like the slow, deep beat of a drum, matching the rhythm of your own heartbeat. With every exhale, the world around you grows a little softer, a little warmer, a little more alive. And with every inhale, you draw it deeper into yourself, like light filling a vast, quiet space. Now, let your awareness settle into the very center of your chest. Feel the warmth there, not as heat, but as presence, a quiet strength that grows with every breath. The resonance hums again, this time like the sound of a distant choir, voices blending into a single, endless note. And as it does, the boundary between you and the world around you softens even further, like mist dissolving in sunlight. You are not just here, you are home. Now let your breath deepen just slightly, without force, without hurry. Inhale and feel the air filling not just your lungs, but the space around you, as if the island itself breathes with you. Exhale and let the last of any tension melt downward, like wax dripping from a candle. The resonance hums again, this time like the sound of a distant waterfall, steady and deep, pulling you gently onward. And as it does, the world around you grows a little quieter, a little softer, a little more yours. You don't need to hold onto anything now. The island holds you, the river carries you, the resonance hums through you. All you need to do is breathe and let the world unfold around you like a flower opening to the sun. And as you do, the boundary between you and the dream softens, like mist dissolving in sunlight. You are not just drifting, you are being. The throne beneath you isn't just a seat. It's a feeling, a sense of being held, cradled, supported in ways you've never known. The light around you shifts with your every breath, bending to your presence, as if the island itself is alive. And as you settle deeper, the resonance hums again, this time like the slow, deep beat of a heart, steady and endless. With every breath, the world around you grows a little softer, a little warmer, a little more alive. And with every exhale, you let go just a little more, like leaves falling gently from a tree. Now, let your awareness drift outward into the very edges of the sky. The light here isn't just color, but sound, a quiet hum that fills the space around you. The air isn't just movement, but presence, like the slow, steady breath of the world itself. And as you watch, the sky shifts, bending to your presence, as if it too is learning the shape of you. The resonance pulses again, this time like the sound of a distant waterfall, steady and deep, pulling you gently inward. You are not just here, you are part of this. The island, the river, the sky, all of it flows through you, carrying you gently onward. And as you breathe, the resonance hums again, this time like the slow, deep beat of a drum, matching the rhythm of your own heartbeat. With every exhale, the boundary between you and the world around you softens even further, like mist dissolving in sunlight. And with every inhale, you draw the world deeper into yourself, like light filling a vast, quiet space. Now let your breath slow just slightly, without effort. Inhale and feel the air filling your lungs like warm water, deep and steady. Exhale and let the last of any thought drift away, like clouds dissolving into the sky. The resonance hums again, this time like the sound of a distant choir, voices blending into a single, endless note. And as it does, the world around you grows a little quieter, a little softer, a little more yours. You don't need to go anywhere now. The island holds you, the river carries you, the resonance hums through you. All you need to do is breathe and let the world unfold around you, like a dream opening to the touch of light. And as you do, the boundary between you and the world softens even further, like salt dissolving in warm water. You are not just here, you are home. Now, let your awareness settle into the very center of your being. Feel the warmth there, not as heat, but as presence, a quiet strength that grows with every breath. The resonance hums again, this time like the slow, deep beat of a heart, steady and endless. And as it does, the world around you grows a little softer, a little warmer, a little more alive. You are not just drifting, you are being held. Let your breath slow, just slightly, without effort. Inhale and feel the air filling your lungs like warm water, deep and steady. Exhale and let the last of any thought drift away, like clouds dissolving into the sky. The resonance hums again, this time like the sound of a distant waterfall, steady and deep, pulling you gently onward. And as it does, the world around you grows a little quieter, a little softer, a little more yours. You don't need to hold onto anything now. The island holds you, the river carries you, the resonance hums through you. All you need to do is breathe and let the world unfold around you like a dream opening to the touch of light. And as you do, the boundary between you and the dream softens, like mist dissolving in sunlight. You are not just here, you are home. Close your eyes now and let the world outside soften into quiet. The air around you feels still, like the space between heartbeats. With each slow breath in, you draw in the deep, slow pulse of 2 hertz, a rhythm as ancient as the earth itself. And with each breath out, you release the need to name what is already whole. Let the weight of your body sink into the surface beneath you, heavy and warm like sunlight on stone. The room around you fades, not into darkness, but into a gentle, velvety stillness. Somewhere beyond thought, Nick's veil hums a low, steady tone, a sound that doesn't need words to hold you. And now, with your next breath, imagine stepping into a landscape that breathes with you. A place where the ground is neither hard nor soft, but exactly as steady as your own heartbeat. The air carries a faint shimmer, like golden dust suspended in twilight. This place knows you already, and it waits without hurry. The sky isn't blue or gray, but a living gradient of deep violet and muted gold, shifting like slow water. At the edge of your awareness, something pulses with the rhythm of the music, your MacGuffin, hidden but not distant. It doesn't call out, it simply is, a quiet presence that grows stronger with every breath you take. Let your attention drift to the crown of your head now. Feel the cool whisper of air against your scalp, as if a soft breeze moves through unseen trees. The bones beneath your skin feel lighter, as though they've been brushed with the gentlest touch of starlight. Your forehead softens, the muscles there easing like petals, unfolding in slow motion. Your eyelids grow heavier, not from sleep, but from a deep, unshakable calm. The space behind your eyes feels wide and still, as if you've entered a vast, quiet chamber within. Your cheeks relax, and with them, the last traces of tension dissolve like salt in warm water. Your jaw unclenches, not because you've let go, but because there's nothing left to hold. Now let your awareness settle into your neck. The muscles there lengthen, stretching like roots reaching deep into rich, dark soil. Your throat feels open, not with words, but with a quiet hum, a resonance that matches the 2 Hertz pulse. The back of your neck grows warm, as if bathed in the last golden light of a setting sun. Your shoulders drop now, not in surrender, but in release. They melt downward, heavy and soft, like sand slipping through open fingers. Your arms grow still, resting against your sides, or perhaps floating just above them, weightless. The weight of the day, of the moments, of the need to do or be anything. It all drifts away like mist at dawn. Let your hands become your focus now. The skin there tingles faintly, as though brushed by the softest silk. Your fingers curl slightly, not into fists, but into a gentle, natural curve, like leaves cupped around dew. The palms of your hands grow warm, a quiet heat that spreads upward, soothing every muscle it touches. Your chest rises and falls now with a rhythm that feels older than time. With each inhale, the space around your heart grows wider, softer, more open. With each exhale, the last whispers of resistance dissolve into the quiet. Your ribs feel like the branches of a great tree, strong and flexible, swaying without effort. Now let your attention drift to your stomach. The area there feels warm, like a hearth glowing in the center of a quiet room. Your breath moves through you like a slow, deep river, carrying away anything that no longer serves. The muscles in your abdomen relax, softening like snow melting in the first light of spring. Your hips now sink deeper into the surface beneath you. The bones there feel heavy, grounded, as though they've become part of the earth itself. The weight of your body is no longer something to carry, but something to rest within. Your legs grow still, long and relaxed, like reeds bending in a slow, steady wind. And now, let your awareness settle into your feet. The soles of your feet tingle faintly, as if standing on warm, sunlit sand. Your toes curl slightly, not in tension, but in a natural, easy movement, like roots finding their way. The space between your toes feels open, cool, as though dipped in fresh, clear water. With each breath, you sink deeper into this quiet, deeper into the rhythm of 2 hertz. The world outside has faded, but this place, this inner landscape, grows brighter, more vivid. The air around you hums with a low, steady vibration, a sound that doesn't need ears to be heard. And now you notice something, a pulse, a presence, a quiet glow at the edge of your awareness. You step forward now, drawn not by urgency, but by a gentle, unshakable knowing. The ground beneath you shifts subtly, no longer solid, but yielding, like walking on thick, soft moss. The air carries the scent of rain on warm stone, a smell that lingers just at the edge of memory. The pulse of the MacGuffin grows stronger, not louder, but deeper, like the slow beat of a distant drum. As you move, the light around you shifts, softening into hues of deep amber and muted gold. The colors don't just surround you, they flow through you, warm and liquid, like honey poured into water. The temperature here is neither hot nor cold, but perfectly balanced, like the first breath of a spring morning. Your skin tingles faintly, as though brushed by the wings of unseen butterflies. Now you see it, the MacGuffin, not as an object, but as a living presence. It glows with a soft, inner light, pulsing with the same rhythm as your breath. Its edges aren't sharp or defined, but blurred, like a candle flame seen through mist. The closer you come, the more it feels like coming home, like finding something you didn't know was lost. The surface of the MacGuffin shifts under your gaze, changing from gold to silver to a deep, oceanic blue. Its texture is neither smooth nor rough, but something in between, like the surface of a river stone worn by time. As you reach out, your hand passes through its outer layer, not with resistance, but with a gentle yielding. The moment your fingers make contact, a warmth spreads up your arm, slow and steady, like sunlight traveling through water. The warmth moves through you now, not as heat, but as a deep, quiet knowing. It fills your chest, your stomach, your legs, your feet, grounding you even as it lifts you higher. The rhythm of 2 hertz grows stronger, syncing with your heartbeat, your breath, the slow pulse of your blood. You don't just hear it now. You feel it in your bones, in the marrow, in the quiet spaces between thoughts. The MacGuffin begins to merge with you, not in a way that erases, but in a way that expands. Its glow spreads through your body, lighting up every cell, every fiber, every quiet corner of your being. The light doesn't blind, it soothes, like the first golden rays of dawn after a long, quiet night. And as it fills you, you realize this is not something you take, but something that was always yours. The landscape around you shifts again, softening into something even more vast and quiet. The colors deepen, the air grows thicker, like moving through warm, golden honey. The sound of Nick's Vale hums now, not from outside, but from within, a resonance that vibrates in your bones. You are no longer separate from this place. You are part of it, and it is part of you. Now, let your awareness expand. The edges of your body grow soft, blending with the air, the light, the quiet hum of 2 hertz. You don't dissolve. You simply become more of what you already are. The MacGuffin is no longer something outside you. It is the quiet pulse at the center of your being. With every breath, you sink deeper into this stillness, this knowing. The need to name, to define, to hold onto anything fades, replaced by a deep, unshakable peace. Your mind grows quiet, not empty, but full of light, full of warmth, full of the quiet hum of the earth. And in this quiet, you realize you don't need to go anywhere, do anything, be anything other than exactly who you are. The rhythm of 2 hertz now surrounds you, moves through you, becomes you. It doesn't demand, it simply is, a steady, unchanging pulse, like the tide, like the breath, like the slow turning of the stars. And in this rhythm, you find rest, not as escape, but as return. A return to the quiet, at the center of everything. Now, as you drift even deeper, let this quiet fill you. Let it seep into your bones, your muscles, the quiet spaces between your thoughts. The world outside may still exist, but here, in this moment, there is only this stillness, this warmth, this knowing. And with every breath, you sink deeper, softer, more fully into the quiet. The light around you now shifts, growing softer, cooler. It doesn't fade. It simply becomes something gentler, like moonlight on still water. The hum of Nick's veil grows quieter, not because it's leaving, but because it's becoming part of you. You don't need to listen for it anymore. It's in your breath, in your heartbeat, in the quiet pulse of your blood. And now, as you prepare to return, know that this quiet is always with you. It doesn't belong to this place or this moment. It belongs to you, always. The MacGuffin is yours now, not as something to hold, but as something to be. A quiet, unshakable knowing that you carry with you into waking, into dreaming, into every moment. Your breath slows now, deep and steady. The weight of your body returns, warm and heavy, grounding you in the present. The world outside begins to whisper at the edges of your awareness, but softly, gently, without rush. You don't need to open your eyes just yet. Stay here as long as you like, in this quiet, in this stillness. And when you're ready, let your eyes open slowly. Take in the room around you, the light, the sounds, the quiet hum of the world. Your body feels rested, not tired, but deeply, gently renewed. Your mind feels clear, not empty, but spacious, like a sky after rain. And in this moment, you carry with you the quiet pulse of 2 hertz, the warmth of the MacGuffin, the knowing that you are always held. You are safe. You are whole. You are exactly where you need to be. And now, the edges of the world begin to soften, like candlelight at the end of a quiet evening. The shapes around you melt into a warm darkness, not empty, but full of the same gentle hum that has carried you this far. You don't need to hold onto the images any longer. You don't need to hold onto anything at all. The resonance you felt, the deep calm that has settled into your bones, it doesn't stop when the words do. It continues its slow work, like the tide pulling back from the shore, only to return again. Your body remembers this feeling now, remembers how to soften, how to release. This peace isn't something you have to chase or earn. It's already yours, like the quiet between breaths, like the stillness after the rain has passed. And when you need it again, when you want to return to this place of deep rest, it will be here, waiting for you, like a favorite blanket draped over your shoulders, like a door that that's always unlocked, a light left on in the distance. You don't have to remember the way. You only have to let yourself be drawn back to the warmth. And now, the words begin to fade, like footsteps in the snow, growing softer, growing quieter. You don't have to follow them. You don't have to do anything at all. Just let the last of the sounds drift away and sink a little deeper into the quiet. This is your time now. To rest, to heal, to simply be. The hum remains, the warmth remains, and so do you. Sleep now. Drift away. I'll keep the quiet for you.